20 million women and 10 million men will suffer from a clinically significant eating disorder at some time in their life. Currently, there are 4 diagnoses of eating disorders: anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, binge eating disorder, and other specified feeding or eating disorders. While we don't know an exact cause, current research suggests that biological, psychological, and sociocultural factors all contribute to the development of an eating disorder. Yes, people with an eating disorder have an unhealthy relationship with food and weight, but it's never just about the food, but a way to manage uncomfortable emotions.
In the United States, many of us become aware of what eating disorders are from a relatively young age, and as we grow into young adults, become more familiar with them. Some of us even know family or friends who have struggled with a disorder like anorexia or bulimia. Eating disorders may not be the most common mental disorder, but are nonetheless just as significant and important for society to raise awareness about. In the United States, the pressure to be slim is the result of being a society that has more to eat compared to other nations. One factor in body norms for societies tends to be how wealthy that society or nation is, because where there is more to eat, there ends up being a higher pressure to be slimmer. In addition, the media plays a significant role in defining beauty standards and is arguably a cause of low self-esteem and eating disorders. Body dissatisfaction among Arab females affects 75% of this group, and out of these, 25% are at eating disorder risk, according to a Zaid University study. In addition, there's a prevalence of procedures such as jaw tightening or Botox in order to restrain appetites and meet certain beauty standards, demonstrating that ideals in the Arab community influence body image and encourage women to get such procedures, which can eventually lead to eating disorders. In addition, in Arab culture, weight is something that is frequently talked about among the community. The whole issue of eating disorders is also considered a taboo and is an example of stigma in the way that Goffman defines it. In some cases, cultural changes can be a factor in eating disorder rates. They can be influenced by changes in family situations, known as generational conflict, or by the westernization of certain places outside of the US, which would consequently incorporate Western ideals into everyday lives. Stigma is something that may cause individuals to not seek help for the problems they face when it comes to eating disorders, and this can be applied to the fact that eating disorders are considered taboo among Arab communities. Any such stigma is something that will inhibit improvements in both body attitudes and eating behaviors. The first step to improving eating disorder rates in other cultures is to medicalize it similar to how the US has. Accepting eating disorders as an illness and providing a diagnosis and set treatment is the first step in solving this problem. It may not happen right away, but acceptance is the first step to disintegrating stigma around eating disorders and helping those through this difficult disease.